we still have people that want to like self-flagellate all the time. They feel that that virtue signal is good and helpful to society, and no one is more guilty than Ben and Jerry's for being the most retarded Twitter account out there. But they came through with a lovely tweet yesterday. Oh, sorry. The 4th of July. It's high time we recognize that the U.S. exists on stolen indigenous land and commit to returning it. Learn more and take action now. The United States was founded on stolen indigenous land. The 4th of July. Let's commit to returning it. Guess who's not returning their land?
Well, technically, it's not your fault. It would be the British that did it. You're American. You've got nothing to do with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello, Grant.
What
Good to
is
see you, by the way.
What is the difference between conquered and stolen land?
It's the same.
It's the same thing. It's just worded.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody else clicked through the article. So the article is specifically about the Black Hills, my state, hello. And they say in this article both that they should give it back to the Sioux and the Lakota, who are not the same people.
Yep.
I got a real simple statement. Just sell some fucking ice cream. What are you doing?
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
it.
Sir. Yeah, dude, like sell ice cream. That's like we should. But this account puts out tweets like this all the time.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's is basically a Stephen King and George Takei started like if they bought some cows or something.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So yeah, that was it's funny too because I don't know. I've been a bit of a provocateur on Facebook recently.
Facebook?
Yeah, that's all you do on Facebook.
Gross.
It's this piece of shit.
Well, I don't know. I think there more than anywhere, people are just they're like, especially the people I follow. It's always like lefty stuff being shared, and everyone's like patting each other on the back and like, oh, Trump fucking he sucks, and Biden's like the godsend of all politicians, and so I started like just responding back to these people and got into it in a few things, and I've actually done a video on one of them, one of the exchanges. But the last night or this morning, I noticed someone had put up a graphic from. Of course, I didn't. Oh, I have it on my phone. I'll share it, or not share it there, but I'll just read to you what it says. And it took everything in me not to respond to this because I couldn't find a way to be nice in my response. So they posted this thing and it says, the American dream is a scam. Policing originates from runaway slave patrols. Capitalism exploits. Colonialism is evil. The founding fathers were racist. American imperialism must end. America was built on genocide and slavery. We are on stolen indigenous land. And that was like the whole thing. And it took everything in me not to respond. And,
all right, now do the whole planet.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Well, thank God Israel doesn't have that bad of a past.
Oh, they already did their shit with Israel. Don't even get me fucking started, these retards.
Yeah, so Styx Hammer brings up a really good point on this tweet, too. The indigenous people spent thousands of years disposing one another on the semi-nomadic areas that generally occupied, regularly slaughtering one another and enslaving each other. Your tweet is an example of the long discredited romantic noble savage myth. And I want to piggyback on what the top of Styx says, because I did the little ancestry DNA thing, okay? I'm half Mexican, right? Half, like 20% of me is Spanish, the other 30% is me, it's Native American. My tribe, where my area is actually from, where I currently live, is where a lot of my people were from. The tribes down here were literal cannibals. They would steal and fight their other tribes around them just to eat them. Okay.
Nobody told me this during the Thanksgiving story when I was in school.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, right. Nobody told you that one, did they?
I was too busy learning about stone soup.
People too. It's like, whew, Moan is a little different now.
Yeah, about that. But the funny thing about it is that like they only extend this to America.
Yeah.
And like Greenrock said, like do the whole planet, because like China's done this shit, fucking Japan's done this shit, Sumer's done this shit. It's like it's not new.
Every place on Earth has conquered someone in some way, somewhere. And it's history is a I think like Jordan Peterson was saying, like history is a nasty business. Like it has not been kind to anyone, men, women, or any race. Everybody has been exploited somehow. And even like Thomas Sowell was saying, like it's not a race. Like, slavery is not a racial thing. It's if anything, it's a class thing. Like people who are of higher social status generally enslave people who are below them, and it never had anything to do with race.
I don't know. BuzzFeed said it was invented in America, so
yeah,
And also that's believed.
1791 or whatever. Right?
Oh Lord.
No, 1619. That's the original.
1619, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's just I hate seeing this stuff from like corporate accounts, and like I'm surprised we haven't seen like a similar thing with like that had happened with like Bud Light, or those other brands that kind of took a nosedive after. But I don't know. And from what I see, when I see people post stuff like this, when I see people post stuff like I just read, all the comments, save like a handful of them, are just them roasting the account, being like, what are you talking about? Like nobody wants to hear this shit. Normies don't care about this. They think they're full of shit.
Hold on, their bio says peace, love, and ice cream. So now I'm even more confused because this tweet had nothing to do with any of that.
Oh, I didn't even see this. Heron's here. Yay! She dropped the 5 spot and said it's very easy to be nice on social media. Shags. Yeah, I don't know. Ask the people I comment on. They don't think I'm very nice. I'm actually very respectful for the most part when it comes to my responses. And that's why I said, like, I deleted it because I couldn't, there was no way for me to be nice. Like I was doing everything in my power. But every single word was just.
Yeah, you want to at least start in good faith. And then if they bring it up from there, go at it. But
yeah, and that's
no, I totally disagree. If you're going to get into a conversation with someone or an argument, you start off with "listen, dickhead," and then just go from there, and it sets the tone for the whole thing.
Right. Wait, you mean that I'm not supposed to do that, or I am supposed to do that?
No, you are supposed to do that. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing it right. All right, I got it. I got it.
That's the Aussie way, and honestly, I really like that way, and I wish I could live my life like that. But Nick Weiser here, huge.
Hey, Paisan.
Yay!
Heron says, I just want to read that real quick. The Aztecs reaped what they sowed. Their client states were more willing to throw their lot in with the Spanish than the Aztec oppressors.
True.
For obvious reasons.
Oh, yeah.
They should make a game about
that. They were
that.
literally tearing hearts out of people.
And children.
Yeah, and children. Quite literally. Yeah, it's like, ooh,
children are people.
The evil colonials.
Technically, no.
No, don't even get me started. Ooh, the evil colonials came over and stopped all the murder and child sacrifice. Oh, those evil people.
Dermy, the 5 spot. Term cannibal actually comes from the tribe. Comes from a tribe discovered by Christopher Columbus. All that time you spent at elementary schools, you think you learn how to spell.
Boy.
Damn.
The term
I wonder if that's where the back taco was invented.
Anyways.
I love Vito's comment right here. Wait, they're refusing $2 billion because they want their Magic Mountain back? Are they stupid?
As far as I'm concerned, they can have it back. Have you ever actually seen Mount Rushmore? It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's
you get there and you're like, oh, this is it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
My peeps, even though, so with little South Dakota politics, I'm sure you're all riveted. So Christy Nome is doing the Big Butch song and dance about how we'll never give Mount Rushmore back, which it sounds silly to say we'll never give Mount Rushmore back, because that's stupid, basically. But then
they're not even that great of a band anyway.
Not at all.
But then you have Ben and Jerry's and people like give Mount Rushmore back, like so it will be what now that you have it? Are you gonna take the faces off the mountain? Is that what you're gonna do? There's real brilliant marketing there. You can't even finish before. So you want Mount Rushmore? Really? But anyway, sorry.
No, I was about to say, like, it's a giant rock that people put money into to make it look pretty good. And they're like, all right, look, stop funding that. Give us that rock back. Or give them the rock back. And it's just like, why? Like, this is where you want to take your fight? To a rock?
Yeah, they
for
want
one. For two, why are you even making it? It's not a fight. What are you doing? Sell ice cream.
And somebody brought up a really good point during my stream earlier tonight because we talked about this too. If you want to do all this virtue signaling, talking about all of the stuff, you want to give the Indians back their land and yada yada yada. How about you go to a reservation and actually try to help straighten those out? Because the reservations have some of the highest alcohol abuse, domestic violence, and child trafficking in the country per capita. Not only because of the fact that they're mostly ignored, but also because they're their own government system. So the local cops don't want to get involved. The FBI doesn't want to do anything about it either because, of course, they're the feds. Yep. But like, if you really want to help the Native Americans, go help fix the reservations because those places are an absolute cesspool.
So, it was a Trump era program specifically for finding women who have gone missing on reservations. Yep. It is a big enough problem that he had his own specific task force that Trump started, big evil Trump, actually helping the reservations here to find missing women.
Yep.
Yeah,
you won't hear people talking about that because he's bad.
No, they didn't talk about it when he did it. So
right. There's a good movie too if people haven't seen it. Wind River is a good one about the Indian reservations with women, sexual abuse and stuff like that. I forget who made it, but a good director made it.
It was Dancing with Jack Daniels.
What?
The clip you just watched is from the Midweek Hump. We go live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Mountain Time, where we talk about political, social, and nerd culture, and all things in between. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you're aware of every time that we go live or I drop a new video here on this channel. Thanks so much.